Welcome back to SCSU Local. Even though there is still ice on the lake, students at SCSU are brushing up on their kayak rolling abilities right here at the rec center located on campus. We visited Outdoor Endeavors Kayak Rolling Clinic to get a first-hand look at what it is like for students learning this new skill.
My name is Evan Parkhouse. I work at Outdoor Endeavors. I am the Rental Center student manager, and today we are here to work on some kayaking skills. Basically, we're working with some either first-timers that haven't ever been in a kayak and just kind of getting them accustomed to the boat and trying to teach them how to do the roll.
My name is Scott Ewan. I'm here with the Outdoor Endeavors at the pool at SCSU, and we're doing a little bit of kayak instruction. I started as a freshman at the University of Minnesota Duluth, joined the Kayak Canoe Club. I took 2 classes for credit. There I started to do certain rivers that flowed into Lake Superior, kind of along the north shore of Minnesota, goes into Lake Superior. I did that for quite a few years. Recently I've started to do more trips. I've done several road trips across the country, a couple of the southeast, California, Colorado, and then most recently my trips have been to Costa Rica and Colombia. In 8.5 months, a friend and I are actually going to Nepal to kayak for 3 weeks. So I really enjoy it.
My name is Kay Princey. I just came down here for my first time today to try out kayaking because I kind of want to get into it. I've done canoeing before, but nothing like this. So. I enjoy, like I said again, just trying stuff that's new to me. So yeah, and it's kind of a thrill, a little bit of adrenaline. So.
What I enjoy about the actual experience of kayaking would have to be that feeling of being in the moment. I mean, so much of our life is planned out and we have stuff we have to do and all those responsibilities, but when you're on the river in the middle of a rapid or going off a waterfall or surfing a wave or surfing in a hole, you're just, all you care about is the immediate stuff that's happening around you, and it's such a dynamic, changing environment, and to be out there with nature and to be with your friends, but at the same time you're kind of by yourself. It's just a really weird kind of dynamic that happens on the river that's a really fun experience that always calls me back to keep playing and to keep challenging and pushing myself.
My favorite thing about teaching the kayaking clinics are really just kind of watching people kind of understand what's actually going on when we try to explain it in 1,000 different ways. And for some people, it's like certain things you say will make sense to them, and you have to say something entirely different for someone else. And once they actually get that and that light bulb clicks on, it's like whether it's just being the roll or they get the wet exit or something like that, just something simple. It's I don't know, it's awesome.
The whole teaching style and the whole idea, the idea behind teaching and that whole process is really fun for me. It's really fun to get that aha moment when you get a student to roll their first time, or you take them out to the river and they surf their first wave. For me, that's really great to see that happen because I feel like that was part of, I had a part in that, and it's really fun for me because I love kayaking so much and I enjoy it so much. It's really fun for me to get people out on the river to experience these things that I've had a lot of time to experience and enjoy.
I'm sure the students will be excited for the iced mat so they can try rolling somewhere besides the pool.
I have to say I'm not sure I could handle all that rolling. I think it would make me dizzy.
As we move back to dry land, we stop by a local food shelf ran by Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities Food Shelf gives struggling families items they may need to get by during hard times. Let's hear from volunteers about the services this food shelf has to offer.
Here at Catholic Charities Emergency Services, we actually have 3 different programs. We have our food, financial, and our clothing programs. Our food shelf is a traditional food shelf done with a twist. Here at Catholic Charities Emergency Services, we use the choice model. You see behind me shelves that have colors on them. When someone comes to the food shelf here, they're not given a bag of groceries, they're given a shopping list. And they can go through the food shelf and they are told you can take 2 cans from the yellow shelf, 1 from the green, whatever the appropriate allotment is. And they go through and they choose what foods their family will eat. I know I have small children. Brussels sprouts are not on the top of the list. So if I were to be using the food shelf, I would bypass that. Finally is our clothing program. We are the only program in the St. Cloud area that gives clothes to people for free. Folks donate clothes here. We give them away for free as they came in. So we accept coats, we accept boots, we accept shoes, we accept hats. We have a great need for men's clothing, and we have a great need at the appropriate time of year for winter coats.
My name is Catherine Stoutman, and I manage the Emergency Services Programs for Catholic Charities of the Diocese of St. Cloud. The best part of my job is that it's varied. Because the emergency services provides a number of different services, you become involved with a lot of different people needing help in many different ways, as well as you're involved with donors who are wanting to help in a variety of different ways. And then there's always the volunteers, and there's so many volunteers, and there are such a wonderfully committed group of people and very interesting. So I don't know, I like just about every aspect of my job except meetings.
Volunteering here is almost becoming family to me because the people are so friendly and they have a good work ethic. I've learned a lot about your particular, this particular agency and all the good that it does and help in the community, and the number of people that benefit from this organization is just been a real eye-opener for me, and keeping that in mind just inspires me to come and continue to come here, and whatever days I have off, I usually choose to come here.
Donations can be dropped off right here at Catholic Charities Monday through Friday, anytime between 8 in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon. We are here on Wednesday evenings until 8 in the evening, so if somebody needs to do a drop-off later in the day, they can do it at that time. We are located at 157 Roosevelt Road. That's just off of 25th Avenue South.
Catholic Charities just goes to show you that there are always caring people who are willing to do what they can to help.
We'll be hearing about more volunteers after the break as we head to the Tri-County Humane Society.
We will also take a trip back to our childhood days as we visit the Lindgren Child Care Center. SCSU Local will return shortly.